Hello everybody, here's a bit more of an ambient reverb demo. I want to compare the modulation mode on the stereo wet to the Supermoon, because the sway knob on the Mr. Black Supermoon is kind of like a modulation. And so I think this is best demonstrated when looking at some volume swells and some light sort of picking through chords. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of a clean tone here, and then I'm going to try and demonstrate how these pedals compare. So here's a clean sound. I'm using my 335 with a Swart AST. And here's the Supermoon. There's a really nice sort of long decay with the Supermoon, and I'll just compare it to a setting on the stereo reverb. And again, this is with the modulation software loaded onto the stereo reverb. And now I'm just going to kick on the El Capistan here. As you can see, the wow and flutter is pretty much taken out, and the tape age is set to be like new. And I'm going to kick on Timmy Overdrive here, just some extra sustain. And I'm going to show you how great you can get some of these pedals to sound when you're doing volume swells. Just beautiful ambient sounds. So here's the Supermoon. And now we'll do the same chord progression with the wet. You can probably hear a little bit the stereo wet got quite bright. It is quite bright. When you run the modulation software on it, the middle knob right here is no longer a tone knob. It becomes a modulation knob. It should be noted this knob works a little differently than compared to the sway knob on the Mr. Black Supermoon. The sway knob kind of is like a speed and a depth kind of all in one, would be my simple way to explain it. And the stereo wet kind of, you have the choice of either going a deeper modulation or going a faster modulation. And so I'm just going to show the difference between those two now, and I'll do that with a volume swell again. So you kind of heard it with a bit of a deep modulation, so I'll just do that again. And now with it on the speed side totally maxed out. So that's kind of a neat effect with the stereo wet. However, I find they're both sort of very mild. The sway knob on the Supermoon, I'll demonstrate it again in a more mild setting, and then I will turn it up and you can hear a difference. So here is a more mild setting on the Supermoon. And here is a deeper setting on the sway knob on the Supermoon. And even deeper still, the Supermoon. Incredibly long decay there on the Supermoon. I hope you enjoyed the demo video. I hope it helps a little bit. Yeah, I might do another demo just showing how drive interacts, overdrive interacts with the Supermoon, because it takes it really well. Okay, stay tuned.